Hello guys, this is FortDefender and welcome back to yet another Pokemon video. Today we got Kyogre and Groudon in Pokemon Go. We got ready guys for them as they are coming up very soon. So guys, let's dive right in. Alright guys, first up we've got Kyogre. So Kyogre is a pure water type, so let's look at Kyogre's moveset here. For its quick attack, it's got Waterfall, so stab, water move, not too much of a concern. It's going to be weak to grass and electric, so not too much of a concern there. Then for its charge move, it's got Blizzard, grass types, Boair, Thunder, not too bad there. Hydro Pump and Surf are both stab, but not going to have to really worry about that at all. So that is the moveset for Kyogre. Let's move on to the top guides for it. Alright, so looking at the number one counter against Kyogre, it's going to be Shadow Raikou with Thunder Shock and Wild Charge. This one is a very tricky one to get, but very good as well. So if you have it, definitely use it. If you don't worry about it. So Mega Manectric is number 2 with Thunder Fang and Wild Charge. Definitely a good Mega to have if you don't have it already. Definitely recommend investing or getting one set up for future raids because it's a very helpful Mega Pokemon. Then Zekrom has returned a couple of times, so you might have this one. This Charge Beam and Wild Charge. Zekrom is a pretty standard, great electric type. Then we got Mega Venusaur with Violet Frenzy Plant. This one's a bit tougher than Manectric because it's a little bit lower and it has a legacy move to make it good. But if you have it, great. I think I have a level 51 that's 100%, so I'll definitely be using that. Number 5 is Shadow Magnezone with Spark Wild Charge. This one, not in rotation right now, I don't believe, but it is a little bit of an easier one to get. As for Shadows, Zarude, you only got one of them, but make it count. It's got Vine Whip and Power Whip. Number 7, Shadow Electivire with Thunder Shock and Wild Charge. This one's been out a couple of times, hopefully you got some good ones. And Shadow Zapdos, Thunder Shock, and Thunderbolt legacy move there. Not that difficult to get though. Luckily, it's coming in at number 8. I've got a ton of these. Unfortunately, they're all crap, but those are the top 8 counters. So moving on, we're going to go to the top 8 non-shadow, non-legendary counters, and Mega Manectric is at the very top, once again with the same moveset, Thunder Thing, and Wild Charge. Mega Venusaur with Vine Whip and Frenzy Plant here, and Mega Ampharos with Volt Switch and Zap Cannon. Again, if you don't have shadows and legendaries, Megas are key because you also get a type bonus boost for you and other players. Then we got normal Electivire with Thunder Shock and Wild Charge, normal Magnezone with Spark and Wild Charge, Tangrowth with Vine Whip, Power Whip, Roserade with Razor Leaf and Grass Knot. Hopefully you got some during the community day a while back. Then Mega Gengar with Shadow Claw and Shadow Ball. As for the 100% of Kyogre, we got 2351 and 2939. So keep those numbers in mind when catching Kyogre. It's a lot harder to catch Kyogre than most legendaries just because of its hitbox, but get some practice in hopefully with this. I know a lot of rares are going to be out there getting XLs because this is a great Pokemon to have. I definitely strongly recommend getting this Pokemon if you can. So guys, now we're going to move on to Groudon. Alright guys, so I got the moveset of Groudon here. It's got Mudshot and Dragon Tail. Now I will point out that it is weak to ice. It is also weak to water, and it is also weak to grass. So with these two fast moves, not too much of a concern. It also has Earthquake, which is stab with its pure ground type. Fire Blast, that's a no-no for the ice types. That's gonna hurt really bad. Also a no-no for the grass types, so watch out for that. Solar Beam, gonna hit those water types hard, so be wary. Also, Fire Punch is a legacy move, so you don't need to worry about that, but definitely be wary of what charge move it has. This one is, in my opinion, has a lot more attacks against counters than Kyogre does. Alright, moving on to the top counters against Groudon. Number 1, Mega Blastoise with Water Gun Hydro Cannon. This one's a little bit rougher because it is a legacy move, but if you have it, great. This is a fantastic one to also have power up all of that. Venusaur, again, crossing over with Vine Whip and Frenzy Plant. Another legacy, but also fantastic. Shadow Gyarados with Water Ball and Hydro Pump. Shadow Swampert with Water Gun Hydro Cannon, a legacy move. Gyarados is usually better, but it is expensive to evolve and power up. Not that Shadow Swampert isn't either, but I definitely think Shadow Gyarados is more doable in this case. Then Zarude, crossing over again. Unfortunately, you only get one of them, but it has Vine Whip and Power Whip in this case. Then Mega Gyarados with Waterfall and Hydro Pump. Then Shadow for Alligator coming into the charts with Water Gun, Hydro Cannon, another legacy move. So this one is pretty rough to get. Maybe during the Johto event. I don't even know if there was an event to team off the Frustration before then to even get Hydro Cannon. This one was probably pretty hard to have. And then Shaman Sky, that one is going to be rough to get as well. Unfortunately, GoFest hasn't happened at the time of recording this video, but if you can get it, I guess, good job, but this one's a little rough. I also mentioned that number 9 is Shadow Tangrowth. Moving on to the non-legendary 9 Shadow counters, we got Mega Blastoise, Mega Venusaur, and Mega Gyarados. New trainers. If you do not have Megas, they are fantastic if you haven't seen it already, so definitely try to get them. Also, number 4, we got Normal Tangrowth with Vine Whip Power Whip, Mega Bowsnow with Razor Leaf and Weather Ball. Keep in mind the difference there. And then we got Swampert with Water Gun, Hydro Cannon, legacy move. Then Samurott with Fury Cutter, Hydro Cannon, another legacy move. Gyarados with Waterfall and Hydro Pump. As for the 100% of Groudon, we got 2351 and 2939. Well guys, keep an eye out for these numbers. Again, Groudon's a little bit easier than Kyogre with the hitbox, but again, I definitely recommend getting this Pokemon. Kyogre and Groudon are both fantastic legendaries to have in your arsenal for attacking raids and PvE. They're also good for PvP, so they're just great Pokemon to have all around. And that XL candy for the 40+ trainers, definitely a must-have right now. So guys, I hope this guide helped you out. If it did, I definitely appreciate if you hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. And so guys, I'll see you in the next one.